Hello, welcome to DK Bowl Chat. Today I'm working on Mount Hood, and I have two of the examples here that I'm doing. I began by making the mountain color because first I drew it on here, and if I wanted to change that mountain, you can move mountains. You can make it a different shape. So I'm going to do that real quick. With this guy, I think I'll make it more of a peak here. None of this matters. We won't see it when we paint it. So we can refine it as much as we need to, as long as we're going bigger than what it was before. Okay, so I'm gonna call that good. And I have the colors mixed up for the mountain, which is burnt umber, which is a brown, ultramarine, which is a blue, and titanium white. And I'm using a Acrylic brush. This is a Spectrum 3000, and it's a nice flat brush. So I just need to make sure this is the color I want before I put it on there. I'm adding a little bit more blue into it. And ultramarine is the best blue to use for that. Phthalo would not turn out as good. Okay, that is a pretty good color there. I'm gonna use that and paint on the mountain. I have plenty of paint on my brush. I don't know if I need that much. Pull that out straight and flat. Starting at the top, I'm gonna paint right up against that line. So I'm coming, the technique here, you wanna come up and under. So I don't wanna come over here and paint like this. I'm gonna have something growing on the mountain that I don't wanna have on there. So I'm gonna come up underneath and pull down, just following that line. And yes, it looks like, I need to add white on here for where the snow caps are. We'll do that later. Right now, I'm gonna paint on both sides of this, both sides of that mountain. And when I'm painting the mountain, I will use the direction of the mountain. I will paint that direction, if that makes sense. I'm gonna start here and paint down. Like so. So that my brush stroke is pretty much suggesting this is a mountain. And I don't need a lot of paint right here. I don't need a lot of the paint tracks from this brush. There's plenty of paint on here. There we go, still staying with the same direction. Edge started. I might bring that little bump up a little bit. The pencil lines were just a guideline for me. I don't have to follow it exactly. I'm going to switch them and do the other one too. Don't worry about the white yet. You don't have to be concerned about the white yet. So I will get the other one. I need to fix that brush stroke on this guy. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. And I'll do the other one. So again, I'm going to start at the top where that edge is. And paint down. Again over here, same thing. Start at the top and paint down. Or up or down. I want to go over the pencil line for sure. I love the Pacific Northwest, and Mount Hood is one of the landscapes that you see when you look around the Pacific Northwest. And it always looks so big and huge and just in nature. It just looks huge, and then you take a photo of it and it's a little tiny mountain in the photo. I always wondered, why does it look bigger in real life? Here we go. Okay, so I've been using the Tricale brush, and I am going to put this down, and I will grab a knife for the white part, and this I will rinse off. I'm not going to let it sit like that. Excuse me. Okay, I have a knife that's got a blade right here. It's a paint knife, and I'm going to turn the light around so I can load my brush. I wanted to show you I'm using Liquitex Basics for my paint. I missed that at the beginning. And then I have my white is Blick Studio. There we go. And I'll pull this out, and I'm gonna get a nice bead on here, load a bead onto this knife. And I could start with the shadow part of it, which there will be lighter parts of the shadow. So I'll pull that through the gray and get it to be a lighter gray. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, I have to turn the paper so I can do this. Little cut here and put it on there, and then just let the paint go where it goes. I don't know if you noticed or not, but when I put that knife down, it left a big blob of it at the top. I'm fine with that. It looks fine to me. But I do see tracks right here that I kind of want to remedy, so I'm going to go through the color again. And this is the shadow color, so it's not the white color. I suppose I could just say white once, but there we go. Okay, through that, we're just going to go right over that. So I need to get it nice and get a bead. There we go. Just a bead. I don't need it loaded too heavy. And I will just put that on there and pull down. Knife painting is fun. I'm going to come straight forward. The cool part about the knife painting is that it will deposit the paint where it needs to be. As long as you're not pressing down, you're just letting the knife glide over the painting. You don't need to press down. Good enough. I'm going to stop. I have this one to do now with the shadow color. Okay. And I'm preparing for a class. That's what I'm doing. So I have these as examples, and I will be doing, you know what I should do is get, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to do the white on that side, because that way I can show step by step, unless I do more of these. Okay. I'm going to be coming down that way, so I need to get it so it's the right angle. There we go. Load it and get a bead. Don't always use my glove, but lately I have been. There we go. And I need to think about how is this going to look for. So I'll go ahead and start here and just pull down. And this is the white going on there. And now I want to show you. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but I'm holding it like this and I'm trying not to press down. So you could kind of go like that if you wanted to. I'm not pressing down. If I press down, it's going to smash the paint right out from under it and it won't make a good mark on there. And we'll go ahead and put some on here. You just got to go the angle that it is. Might need a smaller one. A smaller knife, or I can use a brush if I have to. There we go. And that's all the snow up on Mount Hood. People up there skiing, you know. I'm not going to put them in here. That would totally wreck the picture. Not that people would wreck the picture, but having anything definition far away on here. Continue coming down here. Okay, there we are. I think that might be good for today. I might blend out that line just a little bit. And I just accidentally put some blue on there because it's on my tablecloth. And I will just take it off. So I got a wet Q-tip. And I will do the same thing a little lower where there's more blue. I don't need blue on there. There we go. And then I can always touch up where I took off the paint here with this guy, which has the color of the mountain. Just to wet down the paint a little bit. And go the direction of the mountain. And I could come here with a little bit of white too. I didn't do that. And I need to wait because that part right here is wet, so I'll have to wait, but I'll do it next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like this video, and I hope you subscribe to DK Bowl Job. God bless you.